Good morning, everybody. I hope you all had a nice Memorial Day. Today's Tuesday, so that's going to be your next assignment. And today we're going to start our new lessons on what all matter is made of. We've learned a lot about matter in the last few weeks, but we haven't really talked about what it actually is made of. Now, of course, all matter has two things in common, and that is that it takes up space and it has mass. But if you look at the building blocks of matter, what all matter is made of, that's going to be what you're going to learn about today, which is, of course, the atom. So, for example, take something like this pencil point right here. All right, your graphite pencil point that you use to write with, that is carbon, actually. And just like all matter, so too is graphite is made up of one particular unit called the atom. So no matter what it is, if it's matter, it's made up of these smaller units called atoms. And atoms are the building blocks of all matter. So today we're going to learn about the atom. So if you look at the screen in front of you, the atom and how it looked has evolved over time. Scientists didn't know exactly what the atom looked like way back when because they really couldn't see atoms. They're so small. They're really, 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 really tiny. That's very difficult to see actually what the atom looks like. But over time, scientists discovered exactly what the atom is, and they discovered the atom is made up of three main particles. And you're going to see about this today in the video that you're going to watch. These particles are called subatomic particles. So they're inside of the atom. And in the center of the atom is what's called the nucleus. Just the nucleus of a cell. It's also the same as the nucleus of an atom. And inside the nucleus are two particles that were discovered to be something called a neutron and a proton, which I'm going to put in your model that you see right now. So you have a neutron and you have a proton. So as you can see, I just made the atom hydrogen. All right, now hydrogen is the first atom or first element listed on the periodic table. And as the element changes on the periodic table, the reason why one's different than the other has to do with the number of protons, neutrons, and electrons. So not only are there protons and neutrons in the atom, there's also these particles called electrons. The electrons are on the outside of the nucleus. They're in an area called the electron cloud, and they circle around the nucleus. So as you can see, I just put one proton, one neutron, and one electron, and that is the element hydrogen. Now, what makes hydrogen different from, say, helium is the number of protons, neutrons, and electrons. So I can take a proton, another neutron, and a second electron, and then you can see the element now is helium. So helium is different than hydrogen because it has a different number of subatomic particles. So today you're going to learn about the atom and just understand what the atom is actually made of. So when you get done watching the video that you're going to watch today, you're going to write down one characteristic or description for each of these different parts here. So I want you to learn something about the atom and write that down in that space right there. Then look at what's inside the atom, which is the nucleus, and tell me something about the nucleus that you learned. And then also something about the protons and the neutrons and also the electrons. This might be a little confusing for day one, and I expect that, and that's fine. But as we go on through this week, I'm going to teach you more about what the atom actually is and what it's made of, and what are these different particles that you find inside of the atom. So you're going to watch the video first, after me, of course, to learn what the atom is, and then go ahead and write down a characteristic of each of those different parts of the atom in the table that you see listed there, and turn it in when you're done. Let me know if you have any questions. Email me if you have any problems. All right. Talk to you soon.